Good morning, everybody. Happy hump day. I hope you're having a good one and hope you got some coffee. I got to tell you, it's pretty exciting around here. Um, there is a flurry of activity going on here at the Gatton household today. And let me just show you. Let me just show you what's going on here. We have got the concrete guys here today, and they have already they've already been here. I guess they got here about 8:15. Talked it over a little bit. The main guy told the other guys what he wanted done, and they got after it. And as you can see, they are already got this section. Well, the garage is up this way, but they've already got. They're cut back to here. They're going to be replacing from back here forward, and they're going to be grading this so that the water's running over this way instead of towards the house. They've already removed the front walk too. They're going to replace it as well. So lots of stuff going on here. Let's see who we've got. And I don't know how long I'll be on this coffee session. This may be a short one just because it's a lot of noise. So far, it hadn't been that bad. I don't think it's so bad that it'll get annoying. But the annoying part is when the dogs bark because they get the dogs all excited. So let's see who we got here today. And if I look like I'm looking to the wrong direction, it's because I've got screens switched around. For some reason, my security screen, when I open it up on here, it only wants to go full screen on the big monitor. So I've got everything comments over here. So it looks like I'm looking off to the side, which I am. But let's see who we got. We got Big D in the house. 70 headed for 90s here in the magnificent town of Brooklyn, Michigan. Thumbs up to you. Thank you, Big D. Looks like we got a few thumbs up so far. Larry says, good morning. Dog days of summer and hump day. Yep. Earl says 72 going to 90. Good day. Thumbs up. Thank you, sir. Steve Toronto. Happy hump day to all, he says. Yeah. Let's see who else we got. LB Sharps in the house from Geronimo, Oklahoma. And we've got Steve Grunsky here. 72 to 92. See, that's what I was talking about. Jack just goes crazy. All right, now you hush. Yeah, this may not be a real good day to do a coffee session here. Hold on here. Let me yell at you. Okay. Got to tell him to. Here he comes with his Chewy. Oh my gosh. Here we go. So exciting around here this morning. Let's see. Where was I? We got Troy Pritchard here. How you doing, Troy? Jesse from JJ's Wood Shops here this morning. Paul Stewart. Janet Moore holding down the Facebooks. I can always count on Janet to be one of the first ones popping in on Facebook. Good to see you, Janet. Glad you're here. Kevin Els, how you doing? Gary Hammett, Wood Creations. Good to see you, Gary. Bill Hoffman, good to see you. Concrete Day, yes, it is. It is indeed Concrete Day. They are hard at work. Their plan is, he called me yesterday and told me they would be coming today at about 8:00. And I guess the plan is to get all this old concrete busted up, hauled out of the way, and and get the forms put up and all that, get the grading done. And then I guess the concrete truck itself is scheduled for tomorrow. So, as you can see, if you look out here, we'll give you the live shot again. It is a beautiful day, kind of hot and muggy, but nonetheless a beautiful day. So should be pretty good. We got a bunch of rain yesterday, so the guys he was saying, yeah, try not to tear up your yard too much. I said, I don't care. The yard will grow back. We just need to get this concrete done because it's, you can't help it that it rained yesterday. So anyway, let's see who else we got here. Bill Larison's in the house. How you doing, Bill? Looks expensive. Well, nothing's cheap these days, but had to have it done. George Rothfuss. Good morning, George. How are you? Janet says, let's check this out. Was watching Dr. Phil this morning. Don't judge. Topic was hackers and home security. They mentioned two-factor authorization as a tool you can turn on to up the difficulty of hackers getting into your system. Was good info. Yeah, I have the two-factor authorization turned on a lot of the things that are important, the money things. Like whenever I go to log into my bank, first of all, I never try to do anything from a phone. I always, I know a lot of people like using phones for everything. I don't. I want a real computer. So I always do it from my desktop. And when I go to log in to my bank or PayPal accounts or stuff like that, it's all set up with that two-factor authorization, and it'll ask me if I want them to send me a text or an email. And, depending on whether I've got my phone in my hand or not, sometimes I do an email, and then you get the little code, or other times I'll do a text and they'll text message you a code. So yeah, I use that a lot, and that's good. That's a good tip. You should always do that, I think. Tom Peterson in the house. How you doing, Tom? Swamp blank before 8 a.m. ain't right. Yeah, well, yeah, they're finally at work, Rusty. I wasted about 6 weeks waiting on the ones that I said, okay, you guys can do it. And then they kept, I never heard from them. And then every time I call them out, they're like, oh yeah, we haven't forgotten about you. They make up excuses about the rain and all that. And I'm like, I think what the guy did, I think he seriously underbid it, underquoted, and decided he didn't really want to do it. But instead of telling me that, he just kept putting it off. So I got these guys, and they are getting after it. So I'm really looking forward to getting this done. Brian Sanders, monsoon conditions in northeast Louisiana this morning. Y'all have a great day. Yeah. I hope we don't get any rain for about 48 hours. I'd really like for all this to go smooth, especially now that they've got half of this tore up. But it is what it is. You can't mess with Mother Nature, I guess. Keith Stanford's in the house. Good morning. Overcast 70 headed to 80. Good morning, Garage Works peeps 92 and 88. Yeah, talk about some swamp butt. There you go. There's going to be some right there in Ohio today. Earl says it's okay. A little barking, no problem. Yeah. They're just so excited. I mean, Jack's finally sat down. You can see him sitting back there in the doorway. He's, this is the most excitement we've had in, well, for Jack, probably forever. Because nobody ever comes here. you know, other than the Amazon delivery truck and um, UPS and that kind of stuff. But yeah, pretty exciting stuff for the dogs. There's Mary Mallory. How you doing, Mary? Neil Cochran says, "Good morning, coffee crew." Dave says, "All good here. We've got 3 dogs that bark all the time. Used to it." Yeah, well, if you got 3 dogs, you probably are used to it. That poor guy swinging that sledgehammer. Hey, let me show that again. Let me get him on here. I don't see him now. Where'd he go? Look at that. That's the guy with the sledgehammer right there. He's plenty big enough to handle that sledgehammer. Let me tell you, that's a big dude right there. So yeah, he's not gonna have any problem with that sledgehammer. And it's his job just to bust up the pieces a little smaller once they pick him up with that whatever that thing is he's got. I can't remember which one it is, but we'll see here in just a minute as it comes into view. The Holland, yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, they're making short work of that, which makes me very happy. Bart Bixel's in the house. How you doing, Bart? Ryan Ballard, my favorite solar man. I only know one solar guy, but still, he's my favorite. Paul Stewart says, "Are you videoing them? Time-lapse video of concrete work being done?" Well, Paul, what you're seeing right here is my security camera that's mounted on the garage, and I also have this view, which is on the porch. And although this view, for some reason, this camera is not coming in good, but it comes in crystal clear on the actual security video or monitor. But when I'm trying to do the Wi-Fi, this one, for some reason, I don't know why this one looks crystal clear. But yeah, when they get all done, like for example, when they finish up today, I'll go in and get all the video that this is capturing because my security cameras record all the time. I got 5 cameras and they are recording all the time. I have the DVR thing. It's got a gigantic hard drive in it. So it can record about 10 days worth of video from all 5 cameras before it starts recording. There they go again. Because that big guy, see where the big guy with the sledgehammer is standing right here? They're barking at the window that's right on the other side of this house. So he's standing right in line with that window. That's why they're barking at him. So sorry about that. I'll try to keep them calm down. Hopefully I'll remember to mute before I yell at them. So yeah, I know it's exciting, isn't it, Jack? I know it. It's cool stuff. But yeah. So anyway, back to your answer, Paul. It will be all recorded with my security cameras. Ryan says, "Better to be only in favorite than many and forgotten." That's true. That's true. Typical one working and for watching. Yeah, yeah. That's how it works, man. And the guy that's working is just doing the driving the thing. But they've even switched because this guy right, if you can see my mouse, this guy right here, he's the guy. He's the main dude, and he was driving this thing, but now they got somebody else driving it. But yeah. Yeah, now they're going to swap guys, but a bigger guy hitting that concrete. The stuff was so cracked up. I was thinking when they pull it up, it wouldn't be that hard to bust up because it sure had a lot of cracks and stuff in it before they got here. So there it goes. There they just hit the crack. There they busted it up there. All right, let's see. Doug says, "Good morning, Mark. We're sitting here watching my concrete guys at work here. So if you listen close, you can probably hear the sound of money going out of my pocket here." Let's see. Jack says, "I wonder if they told the big guy they make a jackhammer for that skid loader." Actually, Doug, I don't know if that we'll get to see it because it looks like they're having pretty good luck just using the forks on that thing. But right back here in the middle of the driveway, he's got a bucket. I think he's got a couple different size buckets, and he's got it facing the other way. But there's a jackhammer attachment laying in that bucket there. They just brought it and set it up there, I guess, in case they need it. But yeah, Janet says she's talking about the dogs. They're saving your life, Dad. Yeah, yeah. There's Hitch. How you doing, Hitch? Happy concrete day. Yeah, it is a happy concrete day. I am so excited. And I told those guys when they came here, I said, by the way, when you're digging around here, if you find a copperhead snake, you can keep it. He's not a pet. So there should surely be some kind of vibration that snake will hear when they're doing that. So no steel and concrete. Yeah, that's probably. I haven't seen any either as I'm watching them pull those pieces up. So that's probably part of the problem. Morning, 80% chance of rain yesterday, and all we got was sprinkles. Man, I got a bunch of rain yesterday, Dave. Oh man, let me do a quick holler at him again. Man, all right, there you go. It's okay, guys. It's okay. So much excitement. Paul says he could watch this all day. I won't. Well, I was going to say I won't be watching all day because I'm not going to be sitting in here, but I have to be out in the garage, which is right behind this big guy here. I've got the door closed right now. Let's see if I can show a shot. That's camera 5. There's my shop, and you can see I've got the garage door closed because they were doing one of those saw things, and it was kicking up all that concrete dust. And I thought, well, I got enough sawdust in the shop. I don't need that going on too. So I closed the door, but I will be out there running the CNC in a little bit. Tom says, yeah, I see no wire rebar. Yeah. This house was built in 1991. In fact, you can't see it, but right about here where my arrow is pointing, there's a little piece of concrete, and there used to be a basketball goal that was right there. And then they put like matte, I think it says 1992 or something, but the house was built in 91. And back then they didn't do things just exactly the way they should. Yeah, Gary says I would drive the skid steer all day before I ran the slag hammer for 2 minutes. They make it look easy. Well, it should be easy because that's why they make the big bucks. Doug says, where are they taking the concrete? Doug, as I mentioned, this house was built in 91, and back then there was no uh, law, or what's the word I'm looking for, code that said they couldn't, because this all used to be woods. All this property used to be a bunch of woods. And when they build houses, and it's been common down here, I don't know if it is up there or not, but they would come in, cut down the trees enough to where they were going to build the houses on the lots, and then they would just go to the corner of some unfortunate soul's lot, whoever bought the end lot, and they would dig these huge holes and push the tree stumps and some of the trees and stuff like that. So you can't really see it, but right here where you can see there's kind of there's like one of those, I built one of those barn mailbox things that says like see Ruby Falls and see Rock City and all that stuff. But anyway, there's like a Japanese maple right there. But right behind that, kind of off camera, there is a huge sinkhole that's right in the kind of where my lot and the other lady that lives on the other side of not this house. You can't even see her house. The one that there's a house back here. So there's a huge sinkhole. And so when the guy came out here, he was, telling me how much all this stuff's going to cost and stuff. And, they rent one of those things, one of those, I don't know what you call them, the dumpster things, and a can. And they, normally would dump all that concrete in there, and then it would just end up going to a landfill somewhere. So I asked that guy, I said, let me show you this big hole I got over here. I said, you got any problem with doing that? He says, no. He says, he says, it'll fit in there because that's a big hole. I said, yeah. I said, I got to fill it up with something. I've been trying to fill it up for 13 years, but there's nothing to fill it up with. So that's what they're doing. They're going to bury that over there, and then they will be putting dirt back on top of it. So, and concrete, unlike trees, won't rot after 30 years. So that's their plan anyway. Let's see here. Mark says he hopes to be mixing concrete and setting fence posts this afternoon. Cool. I'd rather just watch people do concrete work than actually do it. J Fabrications is watching this morning. How you doing, Johnny? Georgia Bubba in the house is 78 and cloudy in central Georgia, going to 89. Yeah. By the way, let me turn this off because I've got some other stuff that I want to show you. I was talking the other day about, and I got to find my, no, I've got to find my, my email. I thought, anyway, I've got some camping pics that Big D sent me. So I want to share those. We always like to get the positive post pics. So I'm going to show those. Let me get them queued up over here. Now I've got to figure out how to do this. Stop sharing that screen and share this screen. Okay, so this is the pics that Big D, known as Dave Clemens, sent me. And got an awesome looking rig back there behind him, doesn't he? Nice big, I think that's a fifth wheel, if I remember right. You can chime in here Let's look at Mark here trying to be funny. Some of us are retired and don't make the huge bucks by being the CNC maker to the stars. Yeah, okay. That's me, Mr. Big Bucks. Mm. Yeah, Ryan says, I'm laying flooring today. I think I would rather watch concrete work being done. Uh, all right. Let me get through these pictures here. So there's, looks like Dave's rig. Got him a nice truck. And like I said, it looks like that's a fifth wheel. Dave, feel free to chime in. Uh, Doug says that's glamping. Yeah, it is pretty sweet, isn't it? I could almost do like that, but I usually do my camping at like a Hampton Inn or something. There's his there's his hitch. Looks like he's got the same kind of hitch I've got on mine. I like your tag. Digging the tag. Ford Super Duty. Can't get much better than that, folks. That is a nice rig. Oh, that's got a I guess a slide out thing too. Um, but yeah, let's see if that's one more. Okay, I guess that's it. Awning. Yeah, there's the slide out thing. That is really nice. Super nice. That is really nice. Tom says he likes Camp Holiday Inn. Yeah, those are good. Uh, Dave says, yep, 2019 42-foot toy hauler, 13-foot garage. Oh, okay. So that last bit is to haul the toys. Cool. 2014 F350 diesel. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right. Dave says, I put my time in camping in tents, sleeping on the ground. Yeah, I used to do that a lot. I used to think that was the way to go, but not anymore. Not anymore. I think I missed a question here. Janet says, doesn't it kind of freak you out having a sinkhole that close to the house? No, it doesn't, because I know why the sinkhole is there. If it was just a sinkhole, and it suddenly started getting bigger and bigger, then that would be the kind to worry about. But these kind, like I said, they back in the day, they don't let them do it anymore. They're not, or at least they're not supposed to. They're supposed to, when they cut trees and stuff down, they're supposed to haul all the debris off. But back in the day, that's what they did. They always picked, like all the other yards on the street going back the other way, there won't be any problem because because they're if they dug up stuff there, they'd bring it down to the end, and the like I said, the people that live on the end are the ones that get the big holes. And then they bury big trees and stumps and all that stuff, and and after 30 years, the stuff rots and it just slowly sinks down. I think my timer's, I got just a few seconds left. But anyway, pretty exciting day here. Pretty exciting. They're going to have that done here in just a little bit, right up to the garage, and then again, you can see right back. Oops, I'm pointing the wrong place. Right back here, just on the other side of this bucket, is where they took the saw and cut it. So they'll be pulling this section out as well, and then they got to do some grading, because that's the other thing. When this house was built, they didn't do a good job grading it, because everything slopes the wrong way, or at least some of it slopes the wrong way. But anyway, there you have it, folks. That's my exciting day. Mark says, I've been resisting the urge to build a teardrop trailer for the last year. Well, Mark, I've got one drawn up and really would like to do that. But one of the things that stopped me is because you got to have a place to build it. And I mean, I just showed you a view of my garage a while ago. You can't fit a teardrop in there. But once this driveway is all fixed, then I could put up my Big Easy up and stuff like that, and probably be able to keep it covered long enough to get it dried in. So maybe I'll do that. I don't know. But anyhow, yeah, Hitch says, see you tomorrow for more concrete. Yeah, hopefully we'll get to see the concrete truck pouring. I'm hoping that they'll get all this done today, and I don't see how they can. I mean, gosh, it's only 9:30, and they're already got most of this tore up and done. They'll get it formed up and graded, and hopefully be ready to pour. So maybe it'll look a lot prettier tomorrow when y'all tune in. But anyhow, I am going to get out of here. Y'all have an awesome hump day. I'll keep you posted. Maybe I'll post some pictures on Facebook or something, screenshots if anything drastic changes here. But in the meantime, I'll be out in my garage running my CNC and working. So, all right, folks, let me see. I got to figure out how to do this now because I'm all on these different screens. All right, well, y'all have a good hump day, and we will see y'all tomorrow. Everybody take care.